On Halloween, I went and got a haircut by John again. And once again, he was a very good person giving me answers, and I got to ask him about the reels of what Greg and Aiden did. And I asked him, did he do the same thing? Because I never followed him, and he said he did. He did the same thing by edited it the same way with the reels, like getting close to people's heads and then zooming out. Like you know how that they do that in Instagram. They do this like this and then that. Yeah. And then they did like all these jump cuts. So this would be like out of order because I can't like really remember like what I said in order. So I asked him um why are there no like why do I not see anyone around me like filming reels? And he's like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, when I see like usually when I see like a reel posted um about their accounts from their accounts, I've seen them like see them filming their hairs getting like shaved off or cut. And then, so this is what he said. He said that they only do that if someone has very, very long hair, like this wide. And he's like, if you have hair like that long, they'll ask you like, "Hey, you wanna do a video like us like having a haircut like before or after, like showing like this is what the long hair looks like," or because he's basically doing that because it's more interesting because well, not interesting to them, but to the audience. You got to get the audience's interest because that's what they're the audience of the people on social media are into something like that. And speaking of audience, I did ask him like how did he do the cuts? How did they do all these cuts that they did? Like junk cuts, like all like he's like, oh, can you like describe it? Like so I was like like I was like saying, do I need to explain more? And he's like, yes, you need to like so like you know like when he cuts the junk cuts like this and that like it's like that fast, and or like this like that. And he said, "Oh well, we are very good because we have a long we've been trained for like a while. Like when you get like at first it's gonna be kind of hard, but when you do more of it, it gets easier. So that's how they did so good." And even without me asking, while he said that while he explained that he did tell me the reason why they did those jump cuts is because you gotta do it fast enough or else they will click off those reels. That is and then that's when I said to him that it's not your faults, it's their faults for choosing to get off of there, like get off those reels, get not go on those reels anymore. And so and then that's when Jason's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but still they're not going to be interested. Like we got to get their interest. Like that's the one thing I don't like. It's always the people who react to something, whether right or wrong, like all that. Like it's always not their faults. You get that? Even when they even when they don't believe in something, like don't believe something is true, and then the evidence is out there. Nobody's going to be mad at the audience because they didn't know. That's why. They're like, well, they didn't know about that, so that's why they had the rights to act that way. Like that's the same thing, like kind of same thing with between me and people views and him and Instagram, my friend or I don't know about friend, but John who cut in my hair. But getting back to what I'm saying, um, I also asked him about and like I said it twice, like I know that I'm not trying to say ask this to just so I can know how to do it. I'm just curious, and he's like, oh, I get it, like I get what you're saying. And I was like, I and then while we're asking questions and all, I mean while I'm asking questions and him giving me answers, I was like saying, I thought you were gonna be like, what, look up the answers yourself, and he's like, oh no, I wouldn't do that. And then I said, who knows what they would say? Like I meant, I meant Aiden and Gregory Jones. And he said, and then he said, just give me time to think. Um, he said, "Oh no, they. I think they would say the same thing. They wouldn't tell you to look it up. I'm pretty sure they would say the same. They would act the same way. Oh, I don't know that. All right, I don't know that. I did. I did ask him one question. Like I said to him that I know that I'm just asking this to like just to be curious, like you know. So I asked him. So the question I asked him was how did you and everyone else know figure out how to edit or learn all that how to edit and on reels and stuff? And he said from YouTube videos through other people telling me about how to do it, network, like network knowledge, something like that. He said, and I was very appreciated at him giving me the answers because I waited so long to do it. I've because yeah, I had like it was over a year ever since like July 2024. I finally had it like since last Halloween. Anyways, give me time to think. I gotta pause this video. All right, so now I remember. So I asked him like why do they put it close to their heads? Like put you know what I'm saying like this again, and then they come out of that like it's another. It's like a jump cut to there. It gets dark, fades black. It cuts, it kind of cuts to black, but then comes out like that. You know what I'm talking about in on a reel. I don't have to really exactly say it. It's there on Instagram. You just gotta follow. You just gotta follow. Like if for those of you who don't have it, just make an account. Like go ahead and on Instagram and follow their account. Like I would type. Um, it was like Fade by Aiden. That's one. And I don't know about Gregory Jones or John, but that it's you look at it and it's that's basically how it is. Anyways, getting to the point here is that I asked him like why they do that. So he said that's just our style. That's just our way of style. Like I didn't like I did not like complain, so I just accepted that answer. I didn't further like ask him more questions about that. So I did like I was like saying like I said to him like do you guys like put the camera close in it? Um like and he said no not necessarily. We edited it like by zooming it in and zooming it out. So it was not like cuz I saw like well I saw like a mirrors of them like putting like the GoPro or like their camera or phone like I think it's a camera, and they like put it close to them. I gotta ask him that. I there were some of the questions I forgot to ask him. Like I'm gonna go back to get a haircut like in mid December. So yeah but he said that they edited. So let's see they I think I've already said it. It looked like they put it in the camera closer to them, like when I saw through the mirror. But I guess that's not what. I guess that's not what they did. So, anyways, uh, wait a minute. No, that's it. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask him like more like questions like I didn't tell him about the AI thing. They do AI voices. Like I'm very curious to ask about that. I want to know why people use AI voices. Like why not just use your natural voice? I would use my natural voice. I'm using it right now. It's not an AI, and you can clearly see me right now. So, anyways, I'm gonna go back to the haircut on mid December. I asked him if they would have they would be working there, and they said yeah. He said yes, but hardly working in like 2 times a day, like every 2 days later, every 2 days later, during a Christmas break. So anyways, bye.